scenario to pull a buck out of his bed and have him come by me later on tonight. Years ago, we filmed Eric Dickerson down here. He had watched that deer all night long, and he just stayed in his bed, and I was so scared to call at him, so scared to bump him out, and I've always regretted it. What I did this year to kill the Bassmaster General was, first and foremost, you gotta get into your stand and let it calm down for a while. It's probably been 20, 30 minutes, there's been no noise, but at the same time, while I was setting up, I had to make a racket because my bow rope had a vine growing up on it. I had to basically break the freaking thing, pulling my bow up. I hope my bow didn't get unadjusted. You should have seen it. So I made a racket over here. I was breaking branches and all kinds of stuff. So to a buck that's bedded within earshot right now, he can only assume it's a deer or danger. I want to create the idea that it was a deer, and that the deer that ran out of here maybe were bumped by a buck or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one grunt down this bottom in this direction, right here. Then I'll wait a little while, and then I'll do a mouth grunt in the opposite direction. I kind of also like to grunt my mouth grunts during wind, because they are a little higher pitched, so they penetrate the sound. But like a regular grunt, that's not very loud, but that's okay. What I do is I cup my hand so that it amplifies it. It almost makes it like a megaphone. So here we go. Alright, now I'll let that sink in. I'll wait a little bit longer. I'm going to do this all night, but I'm going to wait and not do too much. I want him to almost forget that what he had heard between grunts. So that the next time I grunt, he's not paying attention. All of a sudden he hears something else and he can't quite figure out where it's coming from. You antagonize these animals over a period of hours and hope that you can just drive them to the point where they're curious, they're mad, and they want to know what is in here.